take them in the basement, and put them under the stairs. I said, when I die, anybody that comes to my funeral, give them one of these CDs that's left over. That's how messed up my mindset was. But here I am, in less than a month, I will be 63 years old. And one thing I want to say to everyone here, I don't care how old you are, I don't care how incapacitated you think you are, as long as you have breath in your body, you can do whatever that dream and that desire is, that fire that is ignited in you. As long as you're living, you work toward that, and you don't take no for an answer. Thus, I am literally in the process of launching I'll be 63 when this launch. At 63 years old, intentionally, I am launching Defy Limits, because I realize that over this period of time, I have defied every limitation that was spoken into my life. I have defied every limitation that even in my own mind, everything I thought I was limited in, I have defied it. And so I continue, and I'm not done until it's over. I will not retire. I will continue, because I believe that God has put something in me that will help someone, that will encourage someone, that will uplift someone. And that's why I'm here. That's my purpose. So I want to talk to you real quick about an acronym, and I came up with this acronym, LIFT, and it's launch, intentional acceleration, flight crew, and test and takeoff. So for the L, the launch, your ideas, your dreams, visions, and aspirations, they all begin with a thought. The burning desire is the fuel needed to accomplish a set goal or to realize a dream. Anything you conceive, you can achieve. Whether it's something on your bucket list, the beginning of the year, 100 things, that was daunting to me. I never came up with 100, but I had enough to keep me going for the year. So whether it's something on your bucket list that you want to do or experience, a business that you want to start up, or a business you want to take to another level, a broken relationship you want to mend, contingent on the other person's desire, a good relationship you want to make even better, a promotion in your workplace, spiritual enlightenment and enrichment, a home project you would like to start or complete, painting, Karen, or bettering your health. The list can go on and on, but a burning desire is the first step. Imagine a rocket being built. It is built from the ground up, and if it's to be successfully launched, there are preparations that you have to make. There's resources and research that you have to do, materials you have to gather, a team of brilliant minds, manpower, and specifications that have to be met before building that rocket. So whatever that aspiration, that dream, that vision that you have, that whatever the idea is, if there has been a spark in your belly that says, I really, really want this, you have to do the work, and you have to start from the ground up. Many times we jump in. This is the way I've always been. I was the jump in person. I walk by faith and not by sight. So I'd get something in my mind and I just jump in. And even today with my nonprofit organization, I am reaping the benefits, but I am paying for just jumping in. But I believe that it's a part of the process, and it was something that was necessary for me to even be able to speak to you today from my experience. I didn't start saying I'm gonna do a nonprofit organization. I started by just having 4 ladies because I had a burning desire to pour into them. People who were in a place of wantedness and indecision and just kind of tore from the floor up. I just wanted to pour into them, even though at that time I was too. But we have to do the groundwork first, especially when it comes to if it's a business or if it's a trip you want to take. You want to have money when you get there. Don't book the flight first and you don't know how you're going to pay for it. You got to do the work first. Get your savings together. See where you can pull where your resources can come. You know, make it work. So your dream must be put to the test before taking off. And the most disconcerting thing is to see failure to launch on the console of your rocket. Depending on what your aspiration is, testing is your best bet to make sure there are no malfunctions before launching or lifting off.
And Lady E, we have about 5 more minutes. You can feel free to use that time to tell us more or pause to take questions and tell us about what you have coming up in your next adventures.
Okay. Well, the L is launch, and the launch is getting it from your head onto paper. Write it down, write the vision, make it plain. Intentional acceleration is being intentional in and accelerating at the same time, literally being focused. If you want to reach your goals and fulfill your dreams and reach your full potential, becoming intentional about your personal growth and achieving success in whatever you set out to accomplish is necessary. It will change your life. There's nothing more gratifying than successfully living in the season of accomplishment and behold your own growth. That's intentional acceleration. Flight crew, you can't, no man is an island, no woman is an island. So the question is, who's with you? Because you cannot do it alone. You cannot. And if your dream is the bomb diggity, excuse my vernacular, if your dream is I promise you, it's going to grow and you're going to get more and more ideas. And the fourth one is testing and takeoff. And I put this thing that says, I did this quote, and it says, the flight is the journey, but the destination is the reward. And I'm just gonna stop at that. This is my ebook, and I am going to be releasing it very, very soon. And if anyone is interested in receiving it, you can email me at Coach Eneazer, COACH, Eneazer, ENEAZER, @gmail.com. And I will make sure that you get it. Just put in the subject line, LIFT, F-L-I-F-T. And just to let you know, I have a signature system called Moxie. My tagline is Rock Your Moxie. And that's talking about courage and determination and grit in achieving whatever your goals are, doing whatever it is you need to do, changing your mindset, your belief system, getting a broader perspective in life, and just soaring and lifting your lid to success and defying every limitation in your life, because you are worth it and you can do it. And I don't know if I'm supposed to say anything else, but I'm done.
Oh, thank you for that amazing talk. So are there any questions about how she does her program, what kinds of things she has coming up? Now, did you have I have a question. Do you have a website?
My website is on, that's part of the thing that's being completed. You can go to eneazer.com. I just put a page up there, but they are literally working on that. That's some of the groundwork we're doing.
Yeah.
So before really launching. However, I am a John Maxwell speaker, coach, and trainer in leadership in life as well as in business. And I can actually host a mastermind if anybody on here would are interested, put your dreams to the test. It would be $97, and it would be a 6-week course, once a week. Of course, we would do it virtually. I can schedule that. I'm ready to roll with that.
Awesome.
It's 10 questions, literally concerning what I just finished talking about. You know, what kind of dream do you have? Who's on your crew? Are you ready to invest in? Are you ready to invest? And it can help you put things in perspective about what you are doing.
I think you already said it, and excuse me if you just said it, but you are a John Maxwell coach as well.
Yes.
That appreciate the work of John Maxwell. Aneezer has invested, as well as Michelle Perry. Karen, are you in Karen Fox? Okay, so there.
Karen.
And yeah, that's awesome. All right, Sheba, it's back to you. Are we next ready for the breakout?
Yes. So what I would like to invite you to is, with that amazing lift off of pepful words and encouraging thoughts, what we're going to do is, since we have a nice size group here, I think we can just keep what we have as a group and be an accountability group for one another, because what we're going to do next is called a Pomodoro technique. Essentially, Pomodoro means tomato in Italian, based on tomato timers or those kitchen egg timers. And what we're going to do is create synergy in a group by, right now, at this very moment, you are going to have 20 to 25 minutes to really invest in your dream. Choose an activity that you can actually work on while your computer is open. Bring up another browser, or just walk away from the computer screen and come back 25 minutes later and tell us what you have done. Choose an activity that is probably a linchpin project, something that's going to propel you toward the person, the life, the experience, the place you want to be with your business, with your health, your relationship, your home. Some people choose to actually take a bath during this time because they need to propel their self-care. Or some people choose to clutter clear during this time because they need to propel a lack of overwhelm. Some people are choosing to take the first steps in registering their business because they're ready to take it to the next level. It's not necessarily something that's going to take an enormous amount of time, but it's something that you might just need a little hand holding to propel you forward, because you know it's one of those things that's going to create some big change in your life. And we're here, we're going to support you, and we're going to go around here and just tell us very briefly what you would like to accomplish. Choose one thing, and or the beginning of a bigger thing for this next 20-minute section. And when we come back, we will share if we got it done. Yes, Karen.
I'm ready to share.
Go right ahead.
Okay, because I didn't know what I was going to work on, but it came to me. Bonnie Sales, I don't know how many of you know Bonnie, but Bonnie has agreed to be an artist on a project that we will be doing, and we will be having some holiday cards that we want to get in the Post-Dispatch for nonprofits. And so I want to give her the information that she needs for the next step. I haven't given it to her yet. So that's what I'm going to be doing for my 25 minutes.
Awesome. And Gail, do you have a task you want to share?
Well, I've been kind of looking at, but I had set a task in the beginning of the year to once a month at least to get out this wonderful Joy of Goals book. And
yeah, definitely something from the Joy of Goals book.
And so I'm going to kind of review again what I completed and what still needs to be complete. And I've been looking at the one-page goal thing and set up a goal and kind of work on filling it out. I don't know that I'll be able to come back at 11. I have to switch to that other call. So,
Leave us a note in the chat room how you did.
okay.
I don't want to put anyone else on the spot. Would anyone like to go next?
I'll go ahead and go.
Thanks, Lisa.
I just want to clean out my email inbox.
Wow.
Yep. So
Mine
we'll see
was
if I can do it in half an
25
hour.
minutes. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Can I go back 1 second with that? Is one of my things, and it's really been on there for 2 years, but I have at work, we have to scan all the stuff, and I tend not to name it, and you got to name it and move it. And so I had a goal to go back and, name them and get them moved. And so I got kind of sent home on quarantine a few weeks ago from something at work. And anyways, I got them all named. There was close to 3,000. And then there's one person at our work that can move stuff. But all of a sudden when I went back, it was his last day yesterday, but he moved about half of them, I think. So I brought them home on a disc, and I'm on the other call. I'm going to keep moving them. But it's such a big relief when you look at how many emails or scans or any of that. You just don't realize how much that's bogging you down.
You can do it, Gail. Thanks. And
I'll go.
Jenny.
I just saw something this morning, and it sparked me to write about another element I need to put into my Clarify Your Calling program. So
Nice.
it's like, oh, wow, I never thought of this. And here it was. It was just so perfect.
Awesome. Who's next?
I'll go.
Aneezer.
Okay. Yesterday I was on the Live to Lead virtual Live to Lead with John Maxwell, and it was so and I got myself into something, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to finish it right now. John Maxwell was talking about a song. When he was talking about a song that they sang when he was in Sunday school, and called Deep and Wide. I'd never heard of that song. And so he was talking about it, and he was singing, and when he finished, it kept going in my, well, no, I'm a musician. A singer. I hear music. I hear the music and the words and everything. So I put in the chat, I said, I'm a recording artist. I think I want to record that. And his staff responded. And they said, they said, do it, Aneezer, do it. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I said, are you serious? And they said, do it, please do it.
We're holding your hand.
Yeah, and they said, when you get it done, they gave me two people gave me their email, admins gave me their email addresses, and they said, do it. And when it's done, we will make sure Paul, Chris, and John gets it and listens to it. Now,
Lovely.
Wow.
Now look, I think that's something, I might end up on John Maxwell's stage.
I know it's scary, but you can do it right now.
Yes,
It doesn't
I
have to
know
be
you
perfect.
win.
Would love it.
So
Record it on your phone.
I'm going to write some verses to this song right now. It's
All
already
right. Go, girl.
And Lady E, just so you know, I remember that song like my whole childhood growing up, going to like every vacation Bible school.
Wow, I never heard it.
Every vacation
Me
Bible
too.
school. And I don't know if that was because I lived in a small town or what, but like every
No, I'm
single
from here.
Wow. Okay. Well,
See how many people you'll affect?
Yay.
Just
Right.
start it.
Can I get your signature now?
Absolutely.
And let's get those CDs and out before next one, so we can stay on time here.
All
My,
right. So,
my
Karen, what would
goal
you like
or
to
project
tackle?
is similar to
Jana.
so I've been working on a book before before I got sick with COVID, really thinking that God was wanting me to have it done before August. And then after, being sick with COVID, and then a lot of stuff happening since then that I know that are supposed to be in that book. So now I take notes, like I have a notebook, thank God, that I keep notes of all the stuff that I do, because my memory is blessed. So like I'm gonna use this time to kind of go back through my notebook and add those important things, like speaking for the UN 75, like those things that need to be added to the book, to my, table contents, my to-do rights.
Nice.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Awesome. Thank you, Jana. You can do it. Karen Fox, what do you think?
I'm going to be studying.
Nice.
And a test,
Specific,
a test so that you know you'll pass. Yay!
specific quantity, specific pages.
Oh, it's not specific pages. Everything's on every question is on a index card.
A specific stack,
It's all the
quantifiable-
questions.
Okay. Go. Michelle Perry.
I have a whole bunch of Post-its and lists, and I'm just going to brain dump and get everything on one and then add them to my system if they need to be in the system, because I do not work well on Post-its. So.
Consolidation.
That'll make you feel like you're more organized with their.
Yes. Cindy, did we already hear from you?
No.
No, I'm got some paperwork that I've been putting off. I'm going to do the paperwork. So,
Yay.
that's
All
it.
right.
Nice. Lisa, did you share? Oh, you did.
Yep.
Um.
We did it.
Okay, oh, and me, I'm gonna open mail. I have a stack of mail from when I was doing my off-grid solitude retreat. Obviously was not in touch with like administrative things. So I'm gonna get caught up on my stack of mail and put papers where they belong. And so I will see you back here in
And
25.
if you can let them know that this room will stay open. It doesn't go anywhere.
Yes.
When we are done with we come back to this room. So we can, she can turn everybody off. She's got a timer there so you know how much time is left. I guess you could mute everybody so that whatever
Yes.
noises doesn't distract anyone. And then we come back, right? And
Yes, and if you want to pause your video or mute, that's fine. But I will play music for you to so you can hear me, and just keep checking the screen. This Pomodoro timer will be up here, and we will start now. And happy.
Quick question: when you come back in 25 minutes, then what's the rest of the schedule? Like how much?
Then we share and celebrate that we have completed our goal. And so let me put a pause there. And then we will conclude.
we also have any takeaways from being
And
on the
takeaways.
call.
Yes. So come back. Don't just leave. Okay. Do not leave.
If you have to, you could leave something in the chat room for us.
Oh, yes. Yes. Thank you.
Got another call, I think.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just wondered how much longer, like if I could switch back, how much longer it would be afterwards. So, okay, great.
We'll end at 11:30.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Okay. All right. Happy
Good luck,
creating.
everybody. Get stuff done. Take action.
You can do it.
Sheva, there's no music yet.
Okay, we have about 10 minutes left. Keep going. You're doing awesome. Hello, magical ladies.
Oh, I wanted to hear the rest of that song. I love that song.
I know, it's one of my favorites from the 70s. So did it go well? Did you get
That was
your
awesome.
magical task completed?
No.
I did.
But the intention to start is just as important. So don't dismiss that. So how'd it go? I'd love to hear from some of us.
I finished the
Go ahead. Who was speaking? Jenna. Jenna, were you saying
Yes.
something?
Yeah, I mean, that was great for me. That was really, really great. Because I haven't touched that for a little bit. So I was able to, and I didn't even remember, because I have so many different documents. I didn't even know how or where I had everything lined up. So I have 2 different Google Docs where, like, one, I have like my book outlined, like with the chapters typed out, like the titles of the chapters typed out. And then another document I had, like, where I had chapters in bold, and then I had been voice texting, like voice typing it out.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I had them, now that I've added in those new topics, then I can transition those new topics into the other document and then voice type those new, the new content in.
Oh,
So,
I'm so
that was
glad
really
you got
great.
propelled. That's awesome.
Yes, thank you.
Yay. And what
You're muted, Karen.
Karen, can you unmute? Do you want
Yeah.
to
I
celebrate?
was going to say Velma joined us, so I don't know if she knew what we were doing.
You did. We chatted by phone.
Okay, great. But I got the stuff that I needed to get to Bonnie has all been sent to her.
Awesome.
So I get to
Awesome.
check, like a check mark, really done. So,
Nice. So Velma, thank you for joining us. Better late than never. We're so happy to see you. Do you want to share what you're able to kind of get launched a bit?
Yeah, well, at the last meeting, we were working around some things that were really, I guess, frightening for us, or we needed to get to. And I did look at a grant, but this time, with being really specific and picking, like you said, a small baby step, I created a list of people who can help me with the grant.
yay.
And I was working on putting their phone numbers by it, so I wouldn't have to go on my phone. The numbers would be right here, and I could be really focused on just that one task in this one space.
I know it really makes a big difference to just know that you don't have to conquer the whole world in 25 minutes, just one baby step. And then when you get that, you just having this amazing group of women to celebrate with, and know that, for me, it helps me to not get distracted with the 3,000 other things I need to do, knowing I said I'm going to do this and I want to share that I did it. So I did get to those envelopes. So that's mine. And Velma, thank you for sharing yours. Cindy, do you want to share? And then Lisa?
I started with the paperwork, got a little frustrated, went to go clean out my closet, did just a couple things, picked up a couple things in my room, went back to the paperwork, and it's like, okay, I don't know how I'm going to get this information, because I need either pay stubs or telling them how much I earned each month before deductions, and I don't have that paperwork. And one of the places that I worked doesn't exist anymore, so I don't know how I'm going to get the information.
So your
it's just a
task
little
ended up
frustrating.
in your
but
task, you realized one task had to be achieved even before the one you set out to do.
yes,
It was just
exactly.
a realignment, and that happens, and that's okay. That's okay. Just
Right,
to pivot.
right.
We're
I'm
learning.
probably just gonna call.
we're exercising our pivot muscle this year, right?
Wow.
Does anybody know if the Social Security office is like open right now, or is it just like phone? Do you know if you can go into the office? Does anybody know?
I don't.
You can try
I don't know
calling
if
the like 800 number.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And
Sounds good.
Lisa, can you share?
Yeah. So I decided to clean out my email inbox, and I have two email addresses. So I just focused on my work email address, and it's down to 0. And I have about a dozen
Wow.
emails that I need to look at. And so those
Wow.
are all waiting for me in a folder.
Wow.
And it's really actually great because a couple of those emails that are waiting for me are things that I've been sitting on that I really need to take action on. So now that it's so clear, I'm going to be able to accomplish it.
Oh my God, that's amazing. How ruthless and assertive you had to be. That's
Yeah.
great.
Who's ever
Yeah.
been to 0?
Me neither.
Wow.
It feels really good.
That's
And
awesome.
yeah, I do it periodically, and I want to keep it this way all the time because I'm a professional organizer, so I should, get there. But so it's still a struggling point for me. I'm still working on it.
But you can't be too perfect, Lisa, or we won't want to work with you.
Oh, I am not too perfect. Don't worry.
Oh, Lady E, how did yours go?
I completed the song.
Woohoo!
3 verses. I added 3 verses and I hear the music in my head. So I'm going to, when we get off, I'm going to sing it in a text and send it to the guy, my producer. And so he can start working on the music and tell me when to come in so we can lay these tracks down. And I'm getting this thing done. I did 3 verses and I think I did pretty good.
Yeah, you.
Rock. Awesome.
Goodness.
Awesome. Karen, how did your studying go? Karen Fox.
Studying went great. Realize I know more than I think I do at this point, so that's pretty awesome.
Hey.
And Cindy, I sent you a private message, so check
Me?
that. Yes.
Okay, cool. To Messenger or?
No, on the chat.
Oh,
Bring up the tab.
And did we hear from Jenny and Michelle?
No, I'm glad to go. What's really fun is when I hear other people's what they're going to be doing, their goals. Then I go, oh, I need to put that on my goal list, right? Because it just seems, why can't I go through my emails, or why can't I go to my closet? It just, some things don't even occur to me. So this is great to hear other people's achievements and ideas. So what I did, well, this morning, because my program is about discovering and clarifying your calling based on biblical truths. And I have opened the Bible randomly this morning, and it was all about somebody's calling. And I thought, wow, I never included this element in my program, and I really need to. But then today I thought, well, I just need to go look at it in another translation, because then for me, that makes it more clear, and then I can communicate it better. So I was really excited to have this dedicated time.
Yeah, you.
Yay. Yay. And Michelle, how did things unfold for you?
Actually pretty good, because I had like 4 pages and I got it down to, there's a lot of repeats and it's like less than 1. So I always keep them on color-coded, like colored paper, so I know it's different than everything else. And a lot of it's like personal and not work, so my work stuff's back in the system and feeling like Monday's a new day, so it's good.
Awesome. I
Awesome.
want to read Gail Lee. Gail Lee sent us, I don't know if you guys saw it, in review, I have completed 22 goals out of my 101 this year and made significant progress on 12 others. I set up the page goal planner to finish up those 12 within the next month.
Nice.
To
Nice.
check something else off her list. Can I
This,
share a quote that, that I feel like God gave me a couple of weeks, about a month ago?
yes.
Action plus accountability can create the energy for transformation. Action and accountability can create the energy for transformation. And I feel like that's what was going on today. We were taking action, being accountable with one another, and it created the synergy and energy to transform. You know, some of it may be small, but whatever it is, it's the possibilities of the transformation of energy to complete things. So I had given that, I was at those of that have heard me talk about Jules and Carmen Garcia, they were doing a workshop just on me, for me to market. And I said this and they wrote it down. They thought it was worth writing down. And today when we were, talking, I was thinking that we need to maybe realize more that taking action alone, sometimes we won't follow through. But when there's that piece of accountability, which Sheva talks so much about, why she loves her take action parties, is that piece of accountability made something that maybe might not have gotten done doable because you all said it, you spoke it into existence, and then you took action.
Mm-hmm. It's the 3D world of magic. And
Karen, will you say it again? Action and accountability.
Action plus accountability can create the energy for transformation.
I typed it in the chat. I should have written plus, but I heard and. So
You know what I
wrote it down.
Either way, action and that's fine too. Action and accountability can create the energy for transformation.
Karen, I shortened it when I wrote it down, and I just put action plus accountability equals transformation.
I like that too.
a nice equation.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's really, I think one of the biggest plagues of our time is distraction. So having this focused time, which doesn't seem like much, 25 minutes, what can I do in 25 minutes? But I feel that it's an accelerated, synergistic, like supercharged, propelled 25 minutes because you've got the steam of all of us going forward. And I just, my takeaway, which I'll just sort of begin that round of takeaways. And then I want to invite you to share something that you've gotten out of this meeting today, or that you've learned from Aneezer, or perhaps just your own experience during the Pomodoro session, which is that 25-minute task session. Also, not only with the takeaways, if you also have a technique or something that you noticed unconsciously you implemented to avoid sabotage. Like if you noticed you were about to get distracted, or you were about to give up, or like Cindy, you kind of thought, oh, forget this. What was it that brought you back? What was it that kept you going? Because I think that sharing some of those techniques are things that are going to get us through next week, as well as we face, again, insurmountable distraction in the world today. Anyone want to begin? Karen.
When Lady E was talking about Lyft, when she mentioned the flight and the crew, I am so totally convinced that God wants us to play together, and that the only way we will ever really have external and internal success is by having a team. And the more loving, the kinder, the more forgiving team that we're playing with, the better.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you, Lady E.
Thank you.
I think that's right on point with what Karen said. And I think what like dropped in my spirit and confirmation today is like recognizing, like I'm always saying, I don't have a team, I don't have a team. And recognizing like when you do, like this is a team, even if you don't have a team in your business and you're like your sole person, but like recognizing like this is a team, an extension of a team that we have access to once a month, and you know what I mean? And then like I'm involved with, I have through the SLU program, I'm involved with Habitat for Neighborhood Businesses. So they now have connected us with, which I didn't even know existed. SLU has a program called, what do you call it? A minor program. It's called Service Leadership.
Wow.
Service Leadership. So, so their students volunteer for our businesses. So now I have 4 students that volunteer with me. So like, that's an extension of a team that I now have.
Yeah.
Like we need to recognize those little blessings that God gives us, and know that like these are, you know, I'm gifting you these resources.
Oh my God, Velma, did you hear that? You could get students.
You just actually
I heard that.
Jana, you almost brought me to tears because the whole thing about Gateway is about a community of support.
Yeah.
So between CPW and between the collaborative board and between this, we may not always have employees or even girlfriends that get what we're doing, but Gateway is all about holding the space for people to dream and being resources for them. So the fact that you recognize that we can be part of your team makes me feel like this work is what we're supposed to be doing. So thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, like
Yay.
most people know that I'm in the mental health field, and the teamwork is a big deal. You know, to take the I in illness and replace it with a we, you've got mental wellness. And it's like if you're trying to deal with a mental illness on your own, you're gonna crash and burn. But if you've got a team around you or people around you that have a mental illness too, you can lift each other up.
Nice. Oh, that's a beautiful quote, Cindy. I love that.
I can't wait to see your book when you get your book done.
Oh.
Who's next on here? We want to make sure we honor getting you out on time. Velma, did you want to say something?
No.
Okay. Michelle, did we go? I'm not sure if we went through everybody. I usually check off. Michelle, did you have anything you wanted to share about today's call?
It's always an inspiration, so I always look forward to them. Thank you for letting me be part of it. And yes, Jenna, I am on your team, so I just sent you a note through LinkedIn, and we'll have to get to know each other better.
Oh, wow.
She's an incredible person to have on your team, too. She's a rock star there, Michelle.
We're all part of a village with Karen, so I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, just a quick matchmaking. Velma, have you met Michelle before? Michelle, have you met Velma? Just as far as like Velma, Michelle does financial planning and helping with economic vibrancy for women and nonprofits.
Letting women have options and empower them to be the CFO of their life. That's what I do.
Yes. So maybe she could be one more name on your list.
She's very well connected and she's a resource of information always.
She sounds fantastic. Thank you.
Yes, and Velma does work in the inner city, particularly with young kids during the summer with camps, but she does way more than that. She is their dream champion, and she is helping them feel loved in a world that sometimes is not very loving. It is after 10:30, and I want to honor Karen Fox and Lisa. Did you have anything you wanted to share, or did we already ask you? And I apologize, I didn't do my list well for a follow-up here. Karen, this is the first time you've ever been on a Joy of Goals call. You've been...
Second time.
Okay. You're going to be... So anything stands out for you for today? for your takeaway?
No, just, I think what Lady E said was that don't fail to launch. That just really hit home. Because we work so hard and we get all the motion going and then we stop right before that launch. And I think that's where we stop right before God plans to really bless us.
Ugh. Yeah, that hit home because we've got a crowdfunding thing that I really need to be doing more with, and I have a little bit of fear about it. Lisa, what about you? Anything?
I'm just really grateful to have been here today. It was amazing. Thank you so much.
All right. Sheva, thank you for taking Joy of Goals. Oh, Jenny has something. Yes, Jenny.
I actually have a few things. One is, Aneezer, I just love how you talked about age doesn't matter, because as we get older, we kind of think, oh, well, if I were going to have been successful in a particular area, it would have happened by now, right? And you have this gorgeous voice. I've heard you sing, and I'm always just, it's just amazing. And here you are after all these years getting an opportunity that you never had at the age of 20, 30, 40. It doesn't matter. It's not about age. So that's one thing. Secondly, there's a lot on the chat that if you haven't checked out our chat room, there might be a message for you, because there was a message for me and I just happened to click on it and go, oh, there's a message for me. So look on it. And then Sheva knows how to copy it, copy the chat. So she might be sending that out.
And you can do it too.
Oh,
It's
that would be great.
the bottom three dots. Click on it, scroll down, click Save Chat, and it'll be on your computer.
Wait a minute.
And
Where on the computer?
just when you leave the Zoom call, it'll be right there.
On my computer, it made a Zoom file,
Yeah, it'll save as a text file.
but it made an actual file for Zoom.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And Lady E, thank you so much for your engaging words and inspiration, and coaching was perfect. I found myself like leaning in, and like that's always a good sign that I am like 100% engaged with the speaker and encouraged by what they're saying. Like my soul was just like drinking it up. So I appreciate you sharing your wisdom and your brilliance and your light with us. And I just want to bless us that we have like an amazing week that's propelled with the vibration and energy and gumption and forward motion that we took this morning.
And I don't know if I finished, but Sheva's intention far as with Joy of Goals is to help us move forward, to take that action. And adding this accountability piece has been her direction. So I want to applaud her and thank her for
thank you, Karen,
to the table and for being bold and saying what she would like to help create. So this is our take action is courtesy of Sheva. So thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Well,
and
next meeting is November 11th, I think.
November 14th. Wait a minute. It's the second Saturday, so it's the 14th.
The 14th, yes, 10 to 11:30. And I hope to see you all then.
Can I say something before we sign off?
Yes.
I'm so sorry. First of all, I want to say thank you all so much for giving me the opportunity to giving me this platform. And also, if any of you are interested in Put Your Dream to the Test or the Lift ebook, which I just gave you just a little bit of, but you all have said some things that is actually included in that ebook. If you're interested in it, my email is in the chat, neezer@gmail.com. Or if you're interested in Put Your Dreams to the Test, I'll do it for $97 and for a 6-week course, and it will bless your life because it really, really goes hand in hand with Lift. And thank you so much.
Cool.
Take care, everyone.
And Karen, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about collaboration on the book.
Okay.
Some of the time.
All right, great. We will do that. All right. Have a great weekend and a great week. Talk to you guys later.
Bye
Love you
bye.
guys.
Bye-bye.